It's been bedlam at supermarkets around the country as we head into lockdown, and today stores brought in new rules in a bid to keep everyone a little bit safer. Countdown now has a one customer in, one customer out rule to keep people far enough apart. Every second self-service checkout is closed for the same reason, and customers need to pack their own groceries. They're also now separated from checkout operators by a perspex screen. Countdown's Kiri Hannifin joins us now. Good evening, Kiri. Can we start with this allegation that's floating around that people are being gouged on prices, that things have gone up since the COVID-19 issue came to the forefront? Is it true?
No, it's not, and it's really disappointing, I guess, to have to be dealing with this issue in the middle of everything else that we are dealing with. What has happened is that we have decided to not run any new or additional specials or promotions because we simply can't honour them because of the way that people are shopping, i.e. if we put a mailer out and it has a number of specials, well, we can't guarantee that they're going to be on the shelves, and we didn't want to be disingenuous and do that. It's not the time to, sort of let customers down in that regard as well. So we've had to stop specials and promotions for that reason. That said, there are still, 3,000 or 4,000 items in our business that are on a great price every day. We certainly haven't put prices up. Our prices remain, across the board still. Produce and meat fluctuates as it always does. It all depends on supply and seasonality. We can't change that. That is the way of the market. But at the moment, we are doing everything we can to keep the prices as they are.
Right, so the thing that people...
It's not true, and it's disappointing.
Right, so the thing that people may be noticing, Kiri, is that specials that you may have had, you're not doing the specials at the moment.
That's exactly it. You won't see the specials because we cannot honour them.
Is demand easing at all?
No, yesterday was another very big day for us, and I guess most disappointingly, the day that we've seen the worst treatment towards our team. Today is a little bit better. Very distressing abuse towards our team and bad behaviour in the stores. So that's really disappointing to see.
What do you mean, Kiri? Are you talking about bad language, physical aggression, or can you just give us an idea of what they're having to put up with here?
Oh, I think just general abuse to our team for the state of the shelves. And again, it's not their fault, where they are doing everything they can to fill those shelves. Anger at the crowds, outside waiting. Anger about stuff not being there that they wanted. Just general anger, and I guess people are just taking out their fear and anxiety on us. And yeah, I get it, but it's not kind. It's not okay.
Bad enough to bring in more security or even have the police there?
We've definitely got security, and we've got the police on call. The police, which is brilliant relief for us, have agreed that we are a priority customer going forward, and they are keeping a close eye on us and will respond to any situations we have and popping in and visiting our stores. So that's great, a great comfort for our team. But I'm really hoping that from tomorrow that things settle down a little bit. Our new measures around the number of people in stores should help, and we're doing it to keep our customers safe and our team. It's not quite one in, one out. What it will be if the stores are too busy, but what we're basically saying is if it's a really big store, we only want 100 people in there, and that means that we can all keep our distance from one another and shop and get out quickly. We just want the flow. We want you to get in and out and have space to do so within physical distancing parameters. But it depends on the size of the store. Every store will be a little bit different.
Okay, so give us an example there, Kiri. Give us a couple of stores and that you would regard as big and would have a 100 customer limit.
So Mount Eden in Auckland is a big store that'll be 100 people. Say Cable Car Lane in Wellington, it's a tiny store that'll be more like 20, 25.
Okay, so are your staff, there's new protective measures for them, there's perspex screens, you're asking people obviously to keep their distance, you're taking every second self-service checkout out of there, but your
and
staff...
every second checkout.
Yeah,
right. Every
as
second
well.
Checkout,
okay.
Second. Yep, that's right.
So is there still a level of anxiety within your staff?
Yeah, of course. I think, they're really uncertain and apprehensive and scared, just like all of us. But we are doing, we're doing everything we can to assure them and seeking guidance, as much as I can, trying to get the Ministry of Health to help us, make sure that we are providing the best level of care to our team and our customers. Really wanting that extra support, I guess, from the ministry there. But, having the physical distancing in place in stores, so spreading out the checkouts, having the perplex screens going up from today, all of that will help a lot. And also having the stores less crowded, I think that's a really good way that we can maintain the physical distancing. So we know the two things that we can all do in New Zealand is to keep the distance, to stay at home if you're out in the supermarket, maintain the physical distance and wash your hands. And that is exactly the message and the processes that we're putting in our stores to make them as safe as we possibly can.
So in terms of your staff then, the ones who are still coming to work, is there any particular reward for them? Is there bonuses or increases in pay for the fact that they are working in these risky times and conditions?
Well, I guess we're doing, lots of things in that regard. I can't really talk about it on the national radio, I'm afraid. But in terms of like everyday stuff we're doing, we obviously providing food right through the day. So we're feeding our teams. They can shop before the store opens to make sure that at least at the end of the day when they finish their shift, they've got food for their family. So it's a little bit of relief for them in terms of, being able to look after their own family. We've been really clear about, looking after our team who are either elderly or unwell, and we're taking care of them. We've got, really good, strong provisions around leave and looking after your kids. So we're doing everything you'd expect at the moment. And then in terms of what next, we're still looking at that.
So in terms of schools closing, what additional, challenges does that present for your workforce as well? And is there any help you're able to offer there?
So we haven't got a full sort of understanding of the impact of that yet. We started off with, our elderly team. We've got 300-ish over 70. We've sorted them out. They're on leave now until this is over, and we're paying them, so they're looked after. Then we've dealt with our team who have got immune issues. They are now on leave, and we're looking after them until this is over. And now we're looking at the impact of, and because it's only schools, the schools for our team have just closed today, so we don't know for certain yet. But we're managing that as we go, and it'll be store by store. We'll have the same. We'll apply it the same, but it's being managed at a store level as opposed to at my level, just because of expediency. Yeah.
Understand. Hey, thank you for joining us this evening. That's Countdown's Kiri Hannifin.